What you up to today then, Amber? Nothing. You taking it easy on the lockdown? That's as exciting as this week gets. Very quiet at the moment.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not getting in a lot of exercise at the moment. Maybe I need to try and eat a bit more healthily. Although I haven't got a lot of food in, I need to go into a shop. My rations are a bit low. Something else I need to sort out as well. The hair needs a cut. So my birthday's coming up, so I might have to ask for an Amazon delivery of a shaver and start doing it myself. Now, that'll be interesting.
I was thinking about sorting my bookshelf out and getting rid of some of these books. Now, some of them are been given as gifts, so I'll keep those. Oh, that was a gift as well for a birthday. Obviously, I've got plenty of time now, but I could get rid of some of these books. What's this? Spas, hot tubs, and home saunas. Right, well, that could definitely go. But the problem is, there's not a lot of. Well, the charity shops are closed, and some books are signed, so I'll keep those as well. That was when I worked with Monty a few years ago. So I could still sort them out, I suppose. Oh, look at this. Grow with Joe. Who remembers Joe Maiden? Died now, sadly. 2002. No, 2012. He died a few years after that, I think. So I could get rid of some of these. Give these to the charity shop. I buy quite a few books and don't actually bother to open them. I buy them with the best intention. Like this, I bought this and I don't think I've actually sat down to read it. Or there are other books that I've got, which I start to read, and then I forget about them. Like this one. And there was another book that I had. Oh, this one here was part of a not a GoFundMe, but something like that, where you give some money. So I give some money to help fund this. And also I get some books sent to me by publishers. Like this one, I don't think I've even opened this one. This was sent to me by a publisher. Oh, now that I'm looking at that, I might actually keep that. That's the problem. You start to go through things, you think, right, I'll get rid of that. And get rid of the other, and then you sort of think, oh no, I'll keep that. One day I might want it. Yeah, I might just keep this for another time. Oh, now here are some interesting books here. There you go. Who's that by? Is that by anybody we know? It's very difficult to put a book back into a shelf when you're holding a camera. I've also got this other book that came out 2001, I think. It's a history of South Wales. But if you were going to buy a book, then the best one to get would be this one, Run the Voices, because some of the stories are a bit more generic, and people throughout the country would have gone through a similar situation as these people. There you go. There's me in the snow. Would have been about the early 80s. Oh, and there's me in 1976 with a monkey. Because in those days, you could go down to the market on a Thursday afternoon and have a picture taken with a monkey. That's my uncle on the left. And then you'd go back the next week and pick up the picture. I think this is still available. If it is, I'll put a link in the description below. Yeah, so these are all my history books, yeah, so I won't want to throw these out because these are very difficult to get hold of at the moment. But when I was cleaning some boxes out, I found an old iPod, which still works. Few people in the park today, not many, under the circumstances. Everybody keeping their distance. Quite a few people out jogging I've seen since this lockdown has started, trying to keep fit. It's been quite warm over the last week, and the trees are coming back into leaf again. This is the old oak tree outside my house. I've run out of food, so I need to go shopping, so I thought I'd take you with me and we'll see how non-busy the high street is. But before we go up there, I've just noticed something outside the door. This material, so I thought that was from the downpipe, but it's not. Although just before we go up, nice display of bluebells there. But I've just noticed, I think a squirrel might have been chewing at the board there. And when I come back, I will get a chair and I'll have a closer look. But in there, last year, were some birds. So about 5 years ago, they got in through there. And I did put a camera in there once, but I took it out. But they'd made a nest, and I haven't seen them this year. But look, that's falling apart. So I think probably a squirrel has been sat on the roof there. But like I said, when I come back, I'll have a closer look inside. I can't hear anything, and in the past, when there have been chicks, you can hear them. Okay, let's go shopping. Look at this, art in the park. It's been here for about 4 months, this. Oh, it's a nice sunny day. It's quite warm as well. I do find that when I do come out of the house to go and get food and things, I find that my stomach churns a bit. It's a case of just go in there, get in it, and coming straight home again. Do you get that when you go out to the shops? It's just so quiet. It's like a Sunday morning, but it's Tuesday afternoon, I think. I'm not too sure. All the days are rolling into one at the moment. This is quite quiet to what it normally is. People are queuing to get into the shops down there, 2 meters apart. Looks like the banks are still open. I thought they were closed. But people still have to get on with their lives somehow. Local cake shop there. They laid off all their staff. And I've heard that they're going to close for good now. And across the road there is where they sell cars. And when the lockdown happened, they took all their cars away for safety reasons. I need to pop into the pet shop to get some food for the cats. Constructed some barrier to stop people going in, so you've got to ask at the desk what do you want to buy. It's the first time I've been up here for about 3 weeks. So I've got the cat food, that's the most important thing. Now I was going to go to Lidl to get my food, but the queue is out and around us down the street, and I don't think I'm going to stand there and then get inside and realise that it's empty. That used to be like a kebab place. I don't know if they've closed down, but that's a nice sign to see. So that's the Lidl store there, and the queue is going all the way down, past the pub, down to the corner. So, like I said, I forget about going to the big shops and go to my little small corner shop. Problem is, prices are a bit more expensive, so you end up not buying a lot anyway. But I need to lose a bit of weight. Some houses are putting a rainbow in the window to show support for the NHS. You certainly feel a lot more relaxed walking down the side streets. And when you're walking home as well. That's why I haven't been up on the main road for quite a while, because there's so many people. They don't really stick to this 2-meter rule. I could do a cup of tea now. It feels quite stressful to be outside. So I've just bought this bread, but the problem is, because there's not a lot of food about, this is up best before the 8th, which I think is tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that in the freezer so I can use it over the next week rather than it going off. So I've just come home. I'm not going to pull too much because I've got no materials to fix it, but I don't think there's anything in there. There's an old nest there. I don't know if you can see in, can you? That's the old nest. But I can't hear any chirping, which they're usually quite loud, so I don't think anything is in there. I'll just push that in a bit, I don't know. Try and fill that hole. What I'll do is, because this whole thing needs to come down, but like I said, this isn't my house. What I'll do is, I'll get some, I don't know, some gaffer tape on, just something to close the hole up. Look at that, I've only been to the shops, but I'm red raw. It's nice to see the colours, that does raise the spirits a bit. Well, I'm home now, so I'm going to have a bit of food, nice cup of tea. So I don't know what these videos are all about, to be honest. It's just, I'm a bit bored, I can't get to the plot, I've got no intention of going more than once a week if I can actually get there at all. I'm trying to keep my movement outside to as minimum as possible. So yeah, I'll do a bit of filming as I go out throughout the week. Tell me in the comments below if this keeps you entertained. It keeps me entertained a bit, keeps me busy. And tell me in the comments below how you're doing through this time and what are you doing to keep yourself busy. Who knows, you might say something and it might strike a chord and I'll think I'll have a go at that as well. Right, I'm just wandering around now. I find there's a lot of that going on at the moment. You just come out, wander, go back in again, come back out, wander again. In fact, I realised the other day that I had my main meal of the day twice in the day. The days are certainly feeling longer, but this is the new norm at the moment. I think I might catch up on the news. Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, has been taken into intensive care. And it doesn't matter what you think about the politics of the person, you've got to wish him well. I worked with him many years ago. Found him to be quite a pleasant chap, although he did have a what's the word? It's quite funny, I can't think of the word, which is his attention span. His attention span, from my experience, only seemed to last about 45 minutes before he needed to get on. Right, I've just realised I've touched my face and I haven't washed my hands yet. So I'm going to do that and I'll catch up with you next time, whenever that is and wherever it is. So until then, from me, take care. Bye for now.